I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. Today is Saturday, and this is our daily reading. Let me get situated here. We're going to use the Ghost Tarot for the reading and the Gilded Tarot Royale for the clarifying. Hope everyone's doing good, working through stuff. It's always stuff to work through, right? Like, that's just the way it is. We're trying to, my daughter and I are trying to get a house with some land, and you know, this housing market right now, well, it's just, it takes a long time to sell a house, and you can't sell a house. You put a, you know, and then you can't buy the house until you sell the house, and then it's just like, golly, you know. Well, I mean, some people could buy a house without selling their house. We can't. So, we both don't have to sell. She has to sell. She'll get the house, but one of us has to sell, if that makes any sense. Okay. Enough of my personal business. It's just like a little bit, it weighs on you a little bit. And it's not anything more than you feel like you're in limbo, like you know that you're going to be moving, but when and how long, and it's just been, we've been in that limbo since like July or August or something. July. So it's been kind of a long time. So what do we need to know today on this beautiful Saturday? I haven't been outside, so I really don't know if it's beautiful, but it looks beautiful from my windows. Current situation here. What do we got? The Hermit, present influence, Ace of Wands, future influence, Empress, what is unexpected, Magician, challenge, Five of Pentacles, strength, Page of Cups, where does this lead? Moon, ooh, Four of Wands. Ooh, Four of Cups. This is like one more. Wheel. I like the wheel. Is that upside? No. And advice over here is Ace of Pentacles. I like that a lot. Ace of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. So this does feel like, okay, so this is a new beginning. Look, we've got the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles in the reading. Mind you, this is advice, but still, there's something new happening here. I like it. So this has been something, I'm just going to kind of summarize it. It looks to me like with that Hermit, and I'll show you all the cards as we get more detail, but the Hermit feels to me like something that you've been searching for. You're on a search right now, but that Ace of Wands is what's setting that search into motion. So there's something that has come in, a new beginning that's going, okay, what do I need to do to make this happen? Or that's the search. We'll get more into that Hermit. You know, he's definitely got the Lantern, and the Empress is, I do feel like always when I see that card, it's about taking care of stuff, you know, taking care of yourself. Don't let things get too crazy. Make sure that everything's in line. It could be a person. We'll look more. I'm really curious about the Magician, though. I feel like this is more about you having, it's going to surprise you that you have more talent about regarding something. Again, we'll get into it. And it has to do with this new beginning. Like there's something that surprises you. Like, you're like, oh, I can really do this. I can do this. I didn't realize it. And a lot of times we can realize like okay, I know I'm intelligent. I know I can, you know, do new things. I know I'm a fast learner, all these things like we know, but sometimes like when a new opportunity, will I really be able to do that? That's different, you know, and then, oh yeah, I can, that kind of feeling. Five of Pentacles though, in your challenges, to me, the challenge could either be one of two things, especially with these aces here. It could be worrying about finances or worrying about, you know, things happening the way, you know, to be comfortable. But the Page of Cups and the Strength, I feel like there's definitely something here that's supposed to happen. To me, when I see that Page of Cups like that, especially in this one, feels really good to me. So Then it goes Moon, Four of Wands, Four of Cups, and the Wheel. And we'll get into that. But, anytime we start something new, you're going to be a little bit unclear about what to do. There is a moment of celebration, right? So it feels good. And then you go through a little bit of wonder, like, oh my gosh, is this going to be what I expect, what I want, expect? Four of Wands, looking in the wheel, it's like, no, things are moving, and that's exactly, they're supposed to go this way. I love having that Ace of Pentacles. So this is a brand new situation. Let's take a look at the Ace of Wands. Let's see what this Ace of Wands is about. Feels to me like this is a energetically new beginning. It could be something that came in awful swift. The thing when a new opportunity comes in quickly, you got to grab it or you lose it, right? That's the kind of energy of the Ace of Wands. With the Hermit there, even though this new energy comes in, you're still going to take some time to think about it and really look. But it might be also just making you look, when a new opportunity comes in, sometimes we have to revisit where we're at. Like, let's look at this Three of Wands. Ace of Wands, Three of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, Six of Cups. Yeah, something's coming in, I think, from the past. This could be someone that you work with. There's going to be some kind of message, and it kind of reminds you of the past, and things are getting started again here. Um, it's weird to me to see the Three of Pentacles, like there was some kind of collaboration going on, and this very well could be a message coming in, but it's very it reminds you of the past. It could be someone from the past or something from the past, but it definitely reminds you of the past. So let's see what this Hermit is. What are we contemplating here? This is where we're at. Like, this is, or where you will be at shortly. Tell me more about this Hermit. I look at that Ace of Cups, I think of being clear. What's the Hermit, please? Knight of Wands, Seven of Cups, and the Hierophant. With this energy, I feel like that's coming in, you're really looking at all of the choices that you will have, because I feel like you really want to commit to something. And because you want to commit, that energy of the Hermit's even more important. I really need to look at this as closely as I can before I make my decision regarding this energy that's coming in. Now, again, that Knight of Wands could be an offer, and look, we got the Ace of Cups again. Um, yeah, so something pretty good is coming in. So let's look at this Empress. What is the Empress trying to tell us here? I want to see if this is somebody. I feel like, it could be someone helping you out. It could be, you being the nurturer. Tell me. Eight of Wands again. Five of Wands. There's Three of Pentacles again. Yeah, you're wondering if you should take it. There's something here that caused a conflict. Eight of Wands to Five of Wands. You know, you're questioning it. And I feel like with the Three of Pentacles, you realize that you have to play nice. This feels like it could be a situation about work, and you get like, okay, I have to take care of this situation. I've got to take care of myself in this situation, because again, this is something that you had conflicting you, and it still partially has to do with something that happened in the past. Seven of Swords here at the bottom of the deck. That's always keep an eye out for that. Seven of Swords can mean, just someone, it can be just dishonesty, okay? It doesn't have to be someone stealing from you, but it could be, someone just flat out being dishonest. So what is the Magician, please? Tell me about the Magician and Unexpected. What is this about? Well, double check that. I feel like it's you understanding that you have a lot of options. There's that Hierophant, the Queen of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you really want to focus on something. You want to commit to something. There's something here you really want to commit to, and you have it in your brain. Yes, I want to commit to this opportunity. I want to commit to this thing. I really, really, really need to stay focused. And here is the Five of Pentacles. And I think that's what's surprising. because you feel like this is going to be a challenge, and you got the Five of Pentacles in the challenge. But I think what's surprising is you know how bad you want this, and you know you just have to take a look at the path that you're going. Although that won't be easy. It won't be easy because we have the Five of Pentacles in our challenge. Anything more about that Five of Pentacles you looked at? I mean, like, these cards are kind of cool, but tell me more about the Five of Pentacles. Ooh, there's the Empress, Magician, and Justice. Yeah, you're kind of worried a little bit. Oh, these are all majors. So, yeah, there's the challenge is I feel like this is taking care of yourself. We've got the Magician. I feel like, yeah, this could be a little bit about, is everything okay? And I think the challenge is really balancing the situation out. I feel like there's this new opportunity, but it either reminds you of something or is coming from somebody that you've had, like, not issues with, but have had experience with before. And it's setting you back a little bit. Okay, so it is. But you have the Page of Cups in your strength. Now let's just take a quick look at the Page of Cups. Let's see, what is this Page of Cups? I feel like I feel like it's just, this card feels clear to me. Like things are clear. They're bright. They're clear. Tell me more about this Page of Cups in our strength. There's that dang Magician again. King of Swords, this time Ace of Swords. So, I feel like this is saying you know exactly what to do here. So the Magician, King of Swords also could be, or King of Swords, Magician, then leading to the Ace can be the gift that you're looking for, is the clarity on what's really happening here. So I feel like in the past, you may not have had clarity where you will have more clarity now. And that's the gift of understanding something before you jump right in. And that's the Page of Cups to you. So we have the Moon. There's still some unclear moving forward. We've got Four of Wands after that, some celebration. Is there anything we need to know about the Moon and where this leads? Anything about the Moon? What's this unclear? Oh, Tower, Three of Wands, Three of Cups. You feel like there are things that could change. You're really uncertain. Like there's something different. I don't feel like this is like the Tower falling. I feel like this is saying there's something different. Something's changed, and you see that. It feels right, but I feel like the Moon is asking you to make sure it's right. Like, just look at everything. Wait until you have all of the information, because the Moon a lot of times is you don't have all the information. You can't see everything that's being handed to you. You can't see all the ups and downs. But it does lead to the Four of Wands. So, I mean, that's a great card. It does lead to, that celebration, happy coming. It's a celebration that comes after hard work. That's what the Four of Wands is, because you go Ace, 2, 3. The Ace is that new opportunity. The 2 is, continuing to move forward, mapping your direction. The 3 is, here's everything I've accomplished. Now I'm celebrating everything I've accomplished. So, but it comes after hard work. So tell me more about this Four of Wands. I have my washer going. It's making a weird noise. It reminds me, thinking, is there a spaceship landing? What is this Four of Wands, please? Ooh, Seven of Swords, Four of Cups. And then we have the Four of Cups here too. Four of Wands. I feel like this is you understanding something about having your eyes set on something that didn't quite work out. And I feel like that the understand, I mean, it could be you realizing that you're taking something back here too, 100%. But I think what the important thing here is with I mean, it's the Four of Wands again. So Four of Cups is that, daydreamy. What am I going to do? I feel like there's something, this is really weird, but for some of you, it's going to be like retribution. And I don't think in a bad way or like, but like almost like, that's what I thought was going to happen and it happened. Um, and it's not retribution, it's more of a I told you so, that kind of feeling, because I feel like that's what this is about. I told you so. It's panning out to be good for you, but there's something here, and maybe you learn something and someone admits that, right? Like they say, yeah, you were right. Yeah, you were right about that. Or, and that's why this is a new opportunity, because they're realizing what you realized a while ago, and it maybe even said something about it. So it's not like retribution, like, oh, it's more like, yeah, you were right. I don't know. That's interesting that I'm getting that, but and it is a celebration because I think it bothered you probably. It could have even ruined a situation. And then you have the Four of Cups, which is, yeah, I had my eyes set on something and I only want that. That's it. That's what I want, period. And I think this is good. I feel like this is you like holding your ground, because I don't know, whatever this is, I think you're definitely moving forward with it with the wheel, but there's definitely that feeling of this is what I want. I'm going to get what I want, and you're gonna get it. And I think this looks a lot to me like the Page of Cups. There's an offer, you're not looking at it, but you're going to wait until you make sure it's what you want. Tell me more about this Four of Cups, please. Okay, my cards are all messed up here. Tell me more about the Four of Cups. What are the Four of Cups after the Four of Wands? There's that Moon, Ten of Wands, the Tower again. The Tower was clarifying the Moon. And then we've got the Moon and the Tower with the Ten of Wands in the middle. Yeah. So, the Moon, right? Things are unclear. The 10, this is really hard. And then that all changes with the wheel. So this Four of Cups is like the realization, I think, of what you really need to do, or how to move forward, or a true offer coming in, or a new way forward. Because that Tower is kind of setting the tone here. Things are different. I don't feel like this is a change. I feel like things are different. And it's not going to feel like such a burden as time moves on. And that's what the Four of Cups is, though, that you know what you want. You have your eyes set on something. And I think you've learned something from this Four of Wands situation that, yeah, I was right. And now this is what I need. And I think it like solidifies, it could be part of this Magician too, is feeling like, you've got things more under control. There's something here where someone has said in one way or another that what you said was right, or you were close, or your ideas, or something. And it's kind of like, yeah, see, I know I can do this. I know I got this. Tell me about the wheel, please. Yeah, Eight of Wands. Ooh, Eight of Pentacles, wheel. Things are definitely moving forward. I like that. Because, yeah, this is going to be a new time for you with the Eight of Wands to the Eight of Pentacles. Those are really great cards. And the Eight of Wands is, again, the forward movement. The Eight of Pentacles, This is something that you have studied or are studying and or have been trying to work through. A lot of work's been going into this, whether it's subtle daily work or something that you've been really studying for. And it's like it's your time. Like, you almost feel like this is time. This is it. This is what we got to do. So we have the Ace of Pentacles in our advice, and that is taking advantage of a new opportunity. I want to pull another card with this advice. Is there anything that goes along with this Ace of Pentacles? Yeah, I think it is. Like it's time for something new after healing. It's just time. Again, I get it's time with the wheel, the new beginning. But here's the thing with this ace, and I think we have to remember this in our advice. When you're going to start something new, if it's important to you, make sure that you give it roots to really grow and be patient as well, because things that are going to last, this Ace of Wands is not a patient ace. It's not a patient beginning. It's fast. And if you really want to sustain this new opportunity, this new beginning, this new energy, you really need to find a way to really make it rooted in your day to day. Make it a habit. Like if there's something that you have to do to study, you got to make it a habit. If there's um if you're going into like a new job, what do I need to do to really make this beginning worthwhile? New relationship, even. What do I need to do to start this out right? To plant those seeds so that they last and that they're not fleeting and they go away in 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years. Make sure it lasts for a little bit and making sure. But it is coming from this new beginning is coming from either rest or healing. So it's telling you that the rest time is over. Like if you've been kind of feeling bored or fidgety, rest time is over. Things are going to start going, and know that there's something new happening here. So there you have your reading for today. I really like it. I think that there's something really nice going on here, and it's really nice. Take care. Have a beautiful day.